Hello everyone, I'm Paul and today we're solving problem 3718, smallest missing multiple of k. This is an easy problem, so next I will show you my thought process and efficient solution. We are given an integer array nums and an integer k. So let's say that we're given this input. Our job is to get the smallest positive multiple of k that's missing from nums. In this scenario, k is 2. And the smallest multiple of 2 that we don't have in this array is 10, so the final result is 10. In case you know what the multiple of some number is, it's a positive integer that's divisible by that number. For example, 8 is a multiple of 2, because if we do 8 modulo 2, the result is 0, which means that 8 is divisible by 2. If we take 6, for example, 6 modulo 2 is equal to 0, which means that 6 is divisible by 2. 6 and 8 are examples of multiples of 2. So let's say that k is equal to 2. What are the corresponding multiples in this case? Well, they are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. So maybe we can iterate each of these, and as soon as we find a number that we don't have in the array, that's the result. So we start with 2 and we do have a 2 here. We continue with 4, we have a 4 here. Next we continue with 6 and we have it here. Next with 8, we have it here. And next we don't have a 10 in this array, so at this point we can return 10. So how can we do this? Well, we can have a variable current, which is initially k, meaning 2 in this case. And we can say, while we have current in nums, we update current with current plus k. In this case, we have 2 here, so we update this with 2 plus k, meaning 2, and 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Now we check if we have a 4 here, and we have it right here, so we update current with current plus k. 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. Now we check if we have a 6 in the array, and we have it here, so we update current with 8. Now we check if we have 8 and we have it here, so current is 10, and given that we don't have a 10 here, we can return current, okay? We break the while loop and return 10. This is technically correct, but a bit inefficient. Why? Well, because we are doing lookups in big O of n time complexity. We are checking if we have a 2 in this array, right? So the 2 might be here, here, or we might not have a 2 at all. So overall time complexity for each lookup is big O of n. How can we make this more efficient? Well, the trick is that we can use a set. So first we transform the array nums into a set. Now we avoid duplicate values and we can do lookups in big O of 1 time complexity. Then we say that current is k, and while we have current in the set, we update current. Here we have current right here, so this is now 4. Next we have a 4 here, so this is 6. Next we have a 6, so this is 8. And finally we don't have a 10, so we return this. And by doing this, we solve the problem in overall big O of n time and space complexity. Why? Well, regarding time, we have to iterate all the elements in order to build this set, and then the while loop requires n iterations as maximum. As soon as we don't find current in the set, we return the corresponding value. So time is overall big O of n, and space is big O of n because of this set that we are building. So with this in mind, now let's go with the code. First, we can say that nums is a set from the array nums. Now we can say that current is the base, meaning k, and while we have currents in the set, meaning nums, remember that we are doing this lookup in big O of 1, which is very efficient. We say that current plus equal k. And if we are here, this means that we don't have current in nums, so we can return current. Let's submit this and see if it works. As you can see, this works and it's very efficient. So if you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.